Rashida?
I don't want to mute myself yet.
I'm doing the same. Penning comments and whatnot. Peace and love, kings, queens, and gods. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We about to get started with this midday mind right. We about to get started with this midday mind right. I don't know if I want coffee or if I want water beside me, but I'm gonna figure it out as I go. I would also like to thank some of the sponsors. What we have on this side: UE, Urban Yogic Wellness and Education, restructuring health, how we see health and wellness in our community, and bringing the power of healing and growth back into our hands. We're using like some yogic principles. Monday night, you can catch us on the book club. Boom, we're reading The Only Way Out Is In. All the playbacks are available on IG and on YouTube. Check them out. And they're also live stream on like 5 platforms. So pretty much whatever you're rocking with, it's here for you. Outside of that, I wanted to talk breathwork. So Rashida, when you get a moment, this is some fun stuff that can add into the other classes and the Tuesday night stuff. I'm gonna ask you some questions though after I read this part on the breath, on pranayama, on ujjayi breathing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. So they talk about so some of the underlying parts that I thought were like powerful points were when the body is at rest in an asana, in a pose, there's a sense of peace from living for a life of yama and niyama, those first 2 limbs of yoga. And then you can regulate your breath, which is the next limb. And that's the 4th limb of yoga, pranayama. So they say practicing pranayama allows you to have power over your mind. And changing the rhythm of your breath, notice if you breathe a certain way when you enter a certain state of mind. And some examples are when you're angry, does the breath become fast and irregular? When you're sexually aroused, what is the breath doing? When you become frightened by someone or something, how does the breath move? And these just gives us moments that happen in our life that bring the awareness to the state of mind we're in correlated to our breath. And that awareness gives us a powerful sense of change, because it's usually in those shock moments, in those like, I don't really know how to react deer in the headlight moments, where are super powerful, critical moments where we can make decisions once we realize that space. And we can choose the way we want to go as opposed to following through like old patterns and habits. So the power is in the breath to change the mind. All right. And we've been doing these breathing exercises, these alternate nostril breathing exercises. So they're just going to play on in. So there's a few ways to do it. You can sit down and do like those exercises that we were doing, in through one nostril, out through the other, 3 times and then reverse. And it could also be the holds that we were doing. Those are like standardized rhythms and breathing patterns. However, my favorite is more so bringing it into my day-to-day life, bringing it into how I'm walking down the street and noticing what my breath is doing. Noticing how what my mind state is correlated to as well. So something that he's mentioning is noticing which nostril is predominant. Every couple hours in a 24-hour day, the breath moves in a cycle. One side is stronger than the other. The left nostril predominates and you feel calmer inside, cooler and more passive. And when the right nostril predominates, you feel more stimulated, warmer and active. Pay attention to how the breath changes and how it affects your experience. So that's a cool one just to remember throughout the day. Not trying to set a set regimen or routine. It's like, nah, I can just go about my day, and when it pops into my head, let me just realize when my left nostril's more blocked, when my right nostril's more blocked. And again, we call the left nostril the Ida, which is for the mind, and it crosses over this way. And then the right nostril is the Pingala, which is the fire for the body. So one nostril is cooler, mental, more space. Let me get head high. Let me get my mind some energy. And the other one is, now let me energize the body. And I encourage you to try this, like breathing through one nostril and then for a little bit and seeing how you feel with the meditation. That's another standardized breathing exercise you can do. Another point that I was underlining that was real good is there are dualities in this, such as male, female, active, passive, solar, lunar, and they both characterize aspects of the larger world and our like smaller micro mind body. Alternate nostril breathing, like I mentioned, balances the left and right hemispheres of the brain and the sides of your body, which in turn reflect in the male and female energies within us, adding a little bit of balance there, whether we're in a male or female body. There's another branch of yoga called Hatha. Ha and Tha. Hatha means union of the sun and moon energies, and bringing our awareness to the subtle nuances of the breath and the qualities of the mind and how they affect our conscious is the aspect in the point of the pratyahara. It helps us to create a little bit of space, like I mentioned before. So that was the main thing. They have some fun stuff about the autonomic nervous system, but I got that recorded on Monday. That's not what today's for. But I had to drop some of this info because there are some people here vibing with me. So, welcome. With that being said, I want to go back over that same breath work that we did last week. We placed the peace fingers on the forehead, the right thumb covered the right nostril, and then we inhale through the left, all the way up to the peace fingers so we can feel that cool air there, and then we'll hold, and then we'll exhale through the right. Well, it's not a hold, just let it out through the right. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll reverse, in through the right, out through the left. Then we'll take the second set, we'll inhale through the left for 4, we'll hold for 16. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna feel tense. Feel that tension, allow yourself to create space around it, and then exhale through the right for 8. That exhale through the right, we're going to compress the body a lot more than we normally do. One thing about this breath work that's so important is it helps us to access those smaller, more finite areas within our bodies. And it helps us to do that by that compression. That's why the yoga practice is so good. We're squeezing in on those organs, and then when we inhale, we're sending that oxygen and that prana, the other energy that comes with it, straight to those areas. We're going to do that hold with it. If you need to take a shorter count, take a shorter count. Just jump back in when you can if it's too much. All right. So if you can meet me in a seated position with a tall spine, shoulders back, chest up, eyes closed, or gaze slightly lower. Allow yourself a moment to just settle in. And as you do, notice the journey. Maybe it means shifting your shoulders one way, the hips the other. Maybe it's rotating the neck or head to find a little bit more comfort or ease. Maybe it's noticing the thoughts. And we're just allowing the body to settle in. And for the mind to settle in and connect with it. Noticing the rhythm, the rise, the fall of the chest. Allowing the body to soften. take that alternate nostril breathing. Peace fingers come to the forehead, right thumb covers the right nostril. And exhale everything out the lungs. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Feel the cool air all the way to the peace fingers. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Switch. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Last one through the right. For the fire, for the male. Exhale to the left. For the mind, for the lunar. Inhale to the left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Out to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Out to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Out to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Out to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into the left. Fill the lungs all the way to the peace fingers. Out to the right. Into the left. All the way to the peace fingers. Out to the right. Last one. Into the left. Fill the lungs. Out to the right. Into the right. Out to the left. Into the right. Out to the left. Last one to the right. Out to the left. And relax the hand back down to the legs. And wherever you feel that tension on the shoulder from holding the arm up, see if you can breathe around it, in front of it, behind it, beside it, below, on top. And then mirror that on the other side. Allowing the breath to go back to its natural rhythm. Noticing the mind, what space is it in? Making the rhythm, the flow, the feel of the breath, the smell, the texture, the quality. making that your point of focus, even where you feel it inside. Yourself getting lost into one of those sifts, one of those sensations, images, feelings, or thoughts. Bring yourself back to that focus. Bring yourself back to that rhythm, that feel, that flow, that smell. And count it. How many times can you lose track of your awareness, your focus, and bring yourself back? Whenever you find yourself too deep, pause, soften the body, and come back to your point of focus and count it. Sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Let it come and let it go. Not dismissing it, being aware of its presence, its impact. and choosing to give our attention elsewhere. Wherever you are, press down through the sits bones and lift the chest up, the collarbones, the jaw. As you exhale, allow yourself to keep that shape, keep that length through the spine, that openness of the shoulders. And as you're putting things away, throwing things away, coming back from any doors you left from, maybe the beach, maybe the jungle, but as you're coming back to your body, throw away everything that's no longer serving you, the things that you don't need, the extra baggage. Put things in folders and boxes and drawers, closed doors. And then come back to envisioning yourself here, wherever you are, seated. Eyes closed, however you are. And we'll close with 3 breaths. First one in and out through the nose, the last 2 in through the nose, and whatever's left in there, let it out through the mouth. Breathe, exhale it out. Inhale. Out through the nose. Notice how that's holding some in. Inhale again. Out through the mouth. Find the height of that last inhale. Inhale above it, below it, behind it, in front, beside it. And let it go. Bring the thumbs to the forehead, the third eye. Thanks for practicing. Thanks for the space. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, that's all the cracks right there. That's all that stagnant energy had to get up out of there. I had some questions. If you're on any of the streaming platforms, I can see it in the chat. You can drop it in. Let me know if you have any questions of how you experience the alternate nostril. Which nostril for you is more predominant than the other? Does it shift? Are you aware of when it shifts? These little details can help to give us further insight into like the quality of our breath. And for me, my right nostril is generally blocked. I'm a very Vata mind person, so my right nostril is generally blocked. So my left nostril does a lot of the work, i.e. I'm thinking too much. And I don't think I'm the only one on that one. But through the day, it helped me to realize where I'm breathing, if I'm only like breathing on one side of the body, or if I'm breathing on the other. Also, little fun fact, the nostrils cross. That's actually how we get the caduceus, the doctor symbol, and that's also how we get the chakra system. It's the intersecting points of that ida, the left nostril, the pingala, the right nostril, and the sushumna, which is the nervous system, the spinal cord. So as where those areas intersect, give us the different chakra points. And you can check out the book club. We've gone a little bit deeper into that, There was a little section on that. If I could find it, I'll post it up in the comments. But yeah, Rashida.
What's up?
How was that? The retention on the alternate nostril.
Well, my right side. Well, sometimes both of mine are open, but I can tell when it's certain stuff I eat.
Ooh.
Where my right side is blocked, and that's how I know I ain't supposed to be eating.
That's real shit. I didn't even think about that. Cause that's real. Cause when I eat dairy, or if I'm eating like some ice cream, that joint I'll be clogged up like I don't know what. Yeah.
Exactly. That's for me. I just associate it with what I'm putting in my body. So today is both open because I ain't.
You on your shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna record a breathwork workshop that so you could just add to the morning routine. There's one more that I wanted to put in there, and that's to heat the body up a little bit. I don't always do it myself because I don't always want my body like super hot and warm, especially in the morning when I do it. So I don't always do it. But the Kabbalabhati breath, the breath of fire, that be a nice one in the morning, and then the alternate nostril helps to cool it down. And then the inside's kind of like a little bit more loose and gooey. So the retention, when you retain it, you can like create more length through the spine.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna rap. We gonna rap on Sunday. We gonna get deep on it.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Hey, and you know G do the pop any day now. That thing just keep getting bigger. Pooh, that thing just keep getting bigger. She got up this morning. That thing walked around the door before her. I was like, hey, okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm not ready.
Yo, I'm so ready. I am so ready.